Right, Dev, ready to go live?
Yeah, ready. I think.
Perfect. Sure?
Yeah.
That'll do.
Go for it.
Hey, good evening. I'm Andy.
And I'm Devs.
Stay tuned.
It's Codes of the Unknown.
And hello.
Hello.
You wasn't ready then, was you?
No,
That
because
was funny.
nothing was playing.
It was.
It was on yours. It wasn't on mine.
Oh, was it not?
No.
Oh, right.
And I was busy doing that.
I know, trying to blind me with your stupid childness. Right. Good news and bad news.
Yes.
Firstly, there is no good news.
Oh,
Friday.
which is what I got told earlier.
Yeah. Secondly, Lon is unable to attend this evening's function due to last-minute health issues. He's okay, but he's got something going on. Basically, he's got kidney stones. He's been attacked by kidney stones.
Yes.
And it was too short notice to try and get anyone else in. So you stuck with Dumb and Dumber?
Andy. Stuck with Andy. And I can remove him at any point. Oh, God. So, if he doesn't die first.
Oh, rib to kill him. So, you lot have two options. Well, you got loads if you want. Depends where you want to go with it. But
yeah,
the options are Hi Blue Shift. I'm not typing anymore. Give up. We carry on doing this one and just babble on for 2 hours about I don't know because we didn't plan anything.
Embarrassing moments.
Or we can switch it to the new channel and have this on both channels. So we can do Wednesday's show today where it won't be paranormal. It might be a little bit paranormal, but it'll be more... What will be more of, Deb?
Sorry?
No, did you zone out?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a crossbow for tomorrow.
It's all right, I've got my bow and arrow. I'm going to be running between trees and firing at people.
Oh no, he's back. I don't know where that voice come from. I do. There's a friend back there, I think. Anyway, so what we're going to do, if you guys don't mind, because we haven't got anything planned for this whatsoever.
No.
We're going to switch it
That's.com.
over to the 12 portal and do, hopefully, what we class as comedy. If you're not classes as comedy. Anyway, I don't know. So, you lot decide. I'm here for the next 2 hours, 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Oh, yeah. 5 minutes is gone of the video that I didn't get to see.
So, hopefully you guys won't mind if we switch it over. We can still do paranormal stuff, but then we can put this on both channels. It'll be more of a laugh than serious.
Yeah.
Because apparently Deb's got a really funny story about her 18th birthday.
Funny and embarrassing.
Right. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, Joe, you're right there, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
No. Sorry, 1 sec. I'm just
You said
trying.
that 10 minutes ago.
I know. Right.
What are
And
we
now,
doing?
it's fine because it's going out on both channels. Woohoo.
Right.
God, how clever am I? Right. So,
Sorted.
it will be when I've done this. Quick change. But
Right, we need your embarrassing stories. Give us an embarrassing story and I'll tell you mine.
Right. Well, this isn't so much an embarrassing story. There we go. So we're now in the 12th portal,
Right.
apparently. So, and that's a cat. Don't know the cat's name. Pirtle.
Pirtle. Pirtle's dog.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, am I doing mine first?
well, you might as well. I was actually asking anybody in the chat if they wanted to give us an embarrassing story, but you might as well do yours.
Oh, well, yeah, they can do. They can email in Andy at codetotheunknown.co.uk or Debs at codetotheunknown.co.uk.
Deb.
That's what I said. Debbie.
Debs.
Debbie.
Anyway. No.
Debbie.
No. Andrew.
No, it's definitely Debbie.
Don't forget I'm seeing you tomorrow. I can beat the living... What is it out you? Right, anyway, go on.
So, back in the day, when I lived in Manchester, I used to be a taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not. And I got... Long story short, I used to mainly work nights, but the new Motorola V, when you flip it open, it goes, "Hello, Marto."
That's the one.
That come out. So I went and did a shift to make money to go out and buy this on pay-as-you-go. So that's what I did. Anyway, obviously you get a new number with it. Nobody had my number. This is like 2005.
Yeah.
So 17 years ago. So it's before smartphones and anything like that. So when you used to send multimedia messages on them, i.e. a picture, it wouldn't tell you who'd sent it until you scrolled right to the bottom. It didn't show the number or anything. So I'm sat there. My brother was a taxi driver for a while as well, and we're both on the same plot. There used to be a pub in Salford called Spire, and that was like the main plot. It's like in the middle of all the different areas. And we sat there waiting. So I got my phone, stuck it under my top, took a picture of my peck. Right?
Man boob.
Oh, peck. I used to go to the gym. So anyway, I took it out, and because I took it upside down, it looked very ladylike. All right, so I thought, what am I going to do? And my brother's looking at me like, "Andy, what are you doing?" Like, just bear with me, it's fine, don't worry. So I thought, I know what, I'll send it to someone I know. I don't want to give the name.
Yeah.
So I sent it to him.
Well, you won't send it to somebody you didn't know, would you? Because I
would. If I just made a number. So I thought I'll send it to him. Anyway, a few minutes later, "Who's this?" in capitals. I just went, "Ha ha ha ha." And so on. Yeah. Anyway, about 5 minutes later, the person rang me and I answered. He's like, I knew it'd be you. He went, "You won't believe what just happened." And I'm thinking, well, I will, because I just sent you this photo. He's like, "No." So I'm in the cinema with my kids. right?
Yeah.
Obviously watching a movie. And he goes, he was on a dating app or dating site, and he's chatting to this woman. So do you know when you're having a conversational chat and it's like the same gap between each? You send a message, they send one,
Yeah.
you send, and it's kind of like the same amount of seconds or minutes or whatever between each one.
Between each
So
message.
it's like a constant, like so on and so on. So she'd sent him a message saying, "Do you have a camera phone?" He sent one back. Yes. Why? He then received the photo I took. Told you it was funny. It gets so much better. It's so. That's not even the funniest bit.
Yes.
It's not. It's really not. So he sent one back saying, "I wasn't expecting that." She sent one. You wasn't expecting what? So in the meantime, so it's before Bluetooth and all that. So I earpiece in so I could talk to him on the phone while I was driving.
Yeah.
I got a job picking lad up from down near Salford Keys, going up to a place called Higher Broughton, like the other side of Salford. He's in the car while this conversation's going on. So I sent this picture, and then my cousin phones me, and then he tells me his end of the story. All I know, I sent this picture. So he's telling me what had gone on. The lad's in the side, in the passenger seat. He's laughing and doesn't know what he's laughing at, right? Because I'm laughing. I had tears in my eyes, pull over twice when I was dropping him off because I couldn't see.
You didn't jack him.
He then goes, "This is where I'm getting at, but I can't go yet. I need to know what's gone on because I need to know what I've been laughing at." So I tell him, he's then lay on the pavement at the side of the road, rolling about in tears. He found it more funny than me. So back to this story. So he was like, he said, "I wasn't expecting that." She's like, "I wasn't expecting what?" He went, "That picture you sent me." "I've not sent you anything." Never heard from her again.
God.
But it was a blessing in disguise, or silver cloud and silver lining. Not long after that, he then met his now wife,
Right.
and they're still together. So I did him a favour.
Did he show her your picture?
I hope he didn't think it and just claimed it for himself, and
Yeah.
that would have been wrong.
That would have been very wrong.
Very wrong.
Very wrong indeed.
Yeah. So that was that one. Well,
Yeah.
embarrassing for me, but
Yeah.
a funny story. It's a funny story.
So, my 18th birthday, my mum should have been working late and she swapped a shift, so she were at home.
Yeah.
I got up, my dad was picking me up to take me out for a meal. So I got myself all dolled up like you do, full circle skirt on, and it was like late 80s? Was it late 80s? How old am I? Anyway, yeah, it was late 80s.
1880s.
Eh?
1880s.
No, not 1880s, Andy. So
Sorry.
I get, like I say, all dolled up and what have you, and I kept going backwards and forwards to the window to look out a window. And obviously in the late 80s, the fashion was like French knickers. So I goes off to the loo and I comes back, and I'm back looking out a window, and my mother said from behind me, "Well, I hope you're not going out looking like that." And I took the entire back of my skirt down my knickers. Didn't even feel it. So I was stood like, look.
Had you gone out?
No, I was looking out of the window waiting for my dad.
Oh, right.
But,
I thought you said you'd gone out.
no, I went all hot and cold because my mother shouldn't have been there. She should have been working late. So if she hadn't have been sat there, I wouldn't have known. And I would have gone out looking like that.
No. That's bad.
I couldn't even feel it. That's the weird thing. But I suppose it's better than trailing toilet paper out back in your knickers.
Oh, yeah. Some things never change.
No, that's true. Very true. So we seem to have... Oh, there we are.
Oh, I don't know if anything's...
1,700. Cheeky
Yeah,
sod.
I don't think YouTube's working. Because there's nothing working in the chat.
It's slowed right down.
Unless people aren't chatting and they've
Maybe it's because we're doing it on 2.
Anyway.
Possibly. Just carry on.
I don't know. Yeah, so that was that one.
Yes. And that was mine.
Yes. So have you got any more? Will I think of something else?
I did have one where, again, late 80s. I was seeing this bloke. In fact, we actually got engaged, but didn't last. Anyway, so we used to go out with his brothers and all his mates, and we were this particular night. There must have been about 15 of us, and it was like really. My dad had just bought me a wax jacket for my birthday, proper barber wax jacket. So we're walking along this road. There must have been about 12 to 15 of us, and I was the other girl.
Yeah.
And as we're walking along, just as we're getting to the pub, there was like a little cottage set back, and they had a stone driveway, like stone slabs.
All right.
Yorkshire stone. And my foot hit the slab, and I went straight down on my side and ended up laid like that. On my side.
Like a photo shoot.
And I'm like, what the hell just happened there? And they all kind of like ground to an halt and looked round, and obviously I'm laid down on the floor. And then obviously helped me up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't even drunk.
Did you not get up quicker than you fell?
No, because I couldn't. Because the Yorkshire stone was like really slippy because it had been raining. And just went woof, straight down.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of falling, I did one the other week. Well, the other month. So Saturday morning, getting up, taking Becky to work. She goes off to get in the car. I'm locking up and carrying coffee, tea. One for me, one for her. Come down the path, turn right. It's Bobulous.
It's Bobulous. He's allowed on here.
Yeah. So come out the path, turn right. Anyway, there's a big fence, so where Becky was stood in the car, you couldn't see.
Right.
I just went flat on the floor. 2 coffee and tea, one going down each arm. So 1 tea arm, one. I just lay there. I didn't even try and get up. I just lay and thought, hope to God.
Sod it.
The path at the front of the house, people use it as a walkway to get from one side of the estate to the other and over to the shops.
Right.
I'm so glad it wasn't in the afternoon. I think I'd lay there till there was no one about, pretending to be dead, then just get up and go back in the house.
That would have been so funny.
I know. It wasn't.
No.
And then Becky was late for work because obviously I had to go in and change my hot drink stain top.
Roll cut. What are you on about, Joe?
Oh, because
Oh, right. Yeah, with you. It's all right.
It's only showing that there's 4 people.
Sorry.
So I don't know what's happening. We can do a bit of paranormal if you want.
I can't refresh anyway because I've got pop-out chat up.
Yeah, same as.
Oh, Stu's here.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Bob.
Right. Shall we play the intro video?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Sure.
Or do we not
I don't know if I'll see it or not, but you can put it on.
Let me know if you see it. Yeah?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and we're back again.
I got my groove on then. I heard that one. Didn't play the intro one, but I heard that one.
Did you not see it?
Not the original. No, that one. Yeah, I saw that one. Not the original one earlier.
Oh, right. I don't know.
Blank screen.
Like my mind.
I just
Have
love.
a good day.
I love that music.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Hello, everyone who's just come in. Can't be bothered to type, and I've had to take my glasses off because they're making me sweat. Don't ask.
It is a bit.
No, Joe, you wearing it? Just does me head in.
Can I do a temperature check? Just a minute.
Yes.
Not my own temperature, obviously, because that would be wrong. It is
Right.
now in Leeds. In your own 18 degrees still.
Oh, it's 24.
We got up to 21.
I've got a Galileo thermometer at the side of me, and it's on 24.
Don't you have to keep peering at that? You can't just look at it, can you?
Yeah.
All right.
No. Yeah, you have to stare at it, and then it'll go 24. Or you can look at it and just see the little tag at the bottom says 24.
Yeah, I've got some of them little balls.
Have you?
Because my mate broke a thermometer, so I ended up with the little balls. I thought, I'll use them in a craft thing. Yes.
Yeah, so you just look at what it says, Deborah.
Don't drink it. It's not vodka.
Well, apparently it's gin. And I've got me blue lights around it as well now.
Well, that'll help.
Oh, sweating.
I know.
Oh, Bob's not far from me.
Bristol.
Rugby?
Sorry, rugby. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of somebody else that's in Bristol. Who's in Bristol?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you know, like where it says Bob Hollyoak, rugby?
Mm.
Can't gives it away that he's not in Bristol.
Yeah. Shut your face. I shall be in close proximity to you tomorrow, I've told you.
If you go to the right place.
Yeah, if I find it.
1 second.
Right.
I'm going to pop some of these up. Deborah's just put a thing on. Right, we are watching and listening. Started to steal the condiment packets, so I went to the Lewis. Oh, she's just reminded me.
That's
Me and
bloody
Becky
tight, isn't it?
Me and Becky went for a meal. Right?
Yeah.
You ready? You weren't even that long ago. It was only a couple of years ago. I'm going to leave that up because that's funny.
That is funny.
So there's a pub near us, that haunted one called the World's End.
Right, yeah.
So we thought, it's old, like, what's it called? Like sandstone brick. Old sandstone brick. And there's a Premier or Travelodge next to it, and that's made out the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's all looks like a big farmhouse barn and that.
Right, yeah.
So, do you remember Acorn Antiques?
Yes.
Victoria Wood. Remember Julie Waters? Is it on trolley? That. So we pull into the car park at the back. It's literally a 2-minute drive from here. And we pull into the car park and we go in, like, table for two. And she's like that, just staring at us. She's only like 3 foot tall.
Do you mean too
soon?
And
I'm trying to, like, speak to Becky through telepathy, not working, right? I'm like, what's going on, sort of thing. And this bloke comes over, he goes, oh, just take him to table, whatever. So we go in, it's like a massive, it looks like what used to be a massive hall.
Right.
So it's got a stage in there, then you've got like a bar area, and you've got like water display things. Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's only one other table that's taken. There's like 30, 40 tables empty.
God. I'd have had to go.
It gets better. So we go to this table right in the middle, furthest point from anywhere. So we got menus, paper, not laminated. Like someone's got a typewriter, done a menu on one side and just shed a load of photocopies of it.
Nice
So we're
one.
looking through, and it's all these fancy foods, and I just want your fish and chips.
Normal stuff, yeah.
Yeah, hunter's chicken, all that kind of stuff, pizza, just all this a la carte stuff, or gourmet stuff. I'm not asked about that.
No.
I just want proper food that I know what I'm eating. And going through, I thought, fish and chips. Fish and chips with something, and squashed peas. Like, what? Squashed peas? I like they're trying to be. How can you make mushy peas posh? You can't.
Nigella does.
You can't make mushy peas posh by calling them squashed. It doesn't work. Right? So, 17.95 is something stupid like that. I'm like, I ain't paying that for fish and chips. I know it's dearer down south, but that's
that's just taking the pay, isn't it?
It probably was a time. It was the world's end. I think it really was. So I was like, Beck, I goes, I ain't eating here. I goes, we have to come up with a plan, right? She goes, right, I'll go to the toilet. I went, no, I'm going first. I goes, I'm going to get up, right? I'm going to get up. I'm going to have to go and explain that I've left my wallet in the car, so I'm going back to get it. You go to the toilet, because the toilets are on the way out. I'll wait in the car, I'll have the engine running. You come to the car. It was like we'd done a money heist or something, like we'd done the place over. Right? Nothing like that at all. Right? So when she's looking, I've just got to nip back to the car. I've left my wallet in there. I'll be back in 2 minutes. She's looking at me like, I'm thinking, I'm not the first person that said that. Right? So I go. So you go up, so you cross this hall, up some steps, down there, come down, and then you're in the old bit in the reception of the hotel.
Right, yeah.
As soon as I got to the bottom set, I ran to the car. Yeah. So then, about 3-4 minutes later, Becky comes and she's laughing her head off, gets in the car. She goes, I went to the toilet, yeah, waited like a minute, 2 minutes. I thought, I'll go while I'm there,
Yeah, might as well.
She goes, I'm coming out the toilet to the car. They're both there, right up at the glass. But it wasn't like we'd not ordered. We'd not like ordered food and was doing a runner. It was just we didn't know what was happening. And then we went to a place called Billy Mill and it was like 2 main meals for 11 quid. And then that shut down. I got squash peas. Never seen squash peas on a menu. Never ate squash peas. I don't even know what they look like.
Nigella does make mushy peas out of garden peas and she squashes them.
I reckon.
But they're not proper mushy peas.
Oh, let me see if I've got it. I've got like a round flat cork mat. If I painted that green, that's what I reckon the portion of squash peas would look like.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a coaster.
Yeah. Like that, but green.
Yeah.
And just like it being loads of peas and it frozen, just sliced.
Oh, gross. Oh, honestly.
Yeah, that wasn't even that long ago.
That's just mad.
No, I'm not in a cupboard or the closet before anyone comes up with that remark.
Yeah. No, he's not in the closet.
No, what I've done, I've moved my desk round. So I used to be facing that way with the window behind me. Now, so I was facing that way. I've turned 90 degrees, and then the window's there.
Only because he's nosy.
Yeah, so I can see what's going on. And if you look in that gap there, that's a mirror. So if anyone comes in, I can see double of them.
So can we.
Yeah. So it'd be doppelgangers.
Yeah, don't do it in the dark. Don't look in the mirror in the dark.
Why? Why do you think you get dressed? You don't think you get dressed with a light on, do you?
No, clearly not.
I went to work the other day, I looked like I had jammers on. I wear that blue hoodie that I wear a lot, not this one, the other one. I wear it a lot for work. It starts fading on the arms and that.
Yeah, so they fit for work.
Yeah, pretty much. So I put some jogging bottoms on, thinking they'd be black ones. Get outside to the van. Oh no, pyjama boy. Oh, matching tracksuit of a certain and whatever it's called.
Please let Becky get you dressed tomorrow.
No, you're joking, aren't you?
Because if I see you looking like that at Sherwood Forest, I
I
walk behind you.
looking like that. But yeah, I think I've not really got any embarrassing moments. I think my mind's just like shoved them in a box and like do not open ever again.
I have got another one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have as well when we went to Gloucester. Yeah, sorry. Just going back to Bob, it's Rugby Warwickshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only up the road from
Is it?
Northamptonshire.
Oh, I don't know. You know, I'm no good at geography.
Yeah. Is it CV postcode? It comes under Coventry.
Yeah, it will
Please
do.
let me know, Bob. I'm very intrigued.
Yes. Very intrigued.
Very, very. So
yeah, so back in the mid 80s.
there's a lot of stuff went down in the 80s for you.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it
not
the
sure what
only
was going
decade
on.
you remember?
I'm not really sure what was going on, but anyway, I'd gone over to my mates and she'd split up with a boyfriend, and she was seeing this other lad from college. She was sort of seeing him. So we'd all had our tea there and what have you, and I was timing it to get back into Leeds for my last bus. So he said to me, I'll come with you because I need to go home anyway. So
Yeah.
we set off, we got bump bus, gets into Leeds. We had to walk down the full length of the hedgerow which leads into Eastgate. It's just like one long hill down.
Yeah.
It had been raining. We were chatting. He'd missed his bus. No, actually, we hadn't got to that bit yet. Anyway, we were chatting, and I stood on a carrier bag that was squashed to the pavement. Except when I stood on it,
it didn't have peas in it, did it?
No, it didn't have peas in it.
No,
when I stood on it, I went down on one knee, a la Torvill and Dean's Bolero, and started scooting down the road, the path.
Nice.
So people were tipping out of the pubs and like jumping back because I was just kind of winging it, going.
A bit Michael Crawford in Some Others Do Have Them.
Slightly, yeah. And I didn't injure myself. I had quite a good time, actually. I got to the bus stop quicker than I expected. But,
you went past the bus and get going.
I wanted that.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be there before you. And then you charge the bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I seem to have a lot of falling, embarrassing falling stories.
Right. This one. So this is like 3 things. This is actually about 4 things in one. Yeah?
Yeah.
It'd probably take about 10 minutes to tell the lot, but
I'll just have a snooze.
It's all in one night. It all happens in one night. So, no kids. Not been together that long. So we goes, right, should we go and drive over to the Cotswolds, find somewhere to stay? Just over for the night. So, mate of mine, he said a place called Boardwalk?
No, Broadway,
that's it. So, probably about an hour and 20 minutes away. Got there. Couldn't move. Sausage and beer festival going on. Right? There are a couple of pubs. You're going to struggle to get a room tonight. It's like everywhere. It's like, right, okay. And it's a really nice place. Really like it round there. It's in the middle, but it's not too far to get back if you need to get back to the kids.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, we'll start driving out the village, out the town, and see if we find any B&Bs or guest houses. Anyway, about a mile up the road, there's like a house. There's a lot of detached houses. Vacancies. I know, seeing it, I'm ignoring it. So, knocked on the door. It was like Lurch's sister. Except she had a better tash than him. It was, tell you what, it was better than Leslie's.
Oh, no, that's a decent tash, though.
She had orange face, about half-inch thick from her skin. Right? And you know, I was talking to my cousin.
Was this just a random house, or was it a B&B?
No, to be honest, I don't know, but I know we didn't end up staying there, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I said, how much for the night? It's like 93 quid. I thought, I ain't paying that. It's like, not for one night. I won't mind. It's like, it'd be like half an hour, 40-minute walk and double that to try and get back. Because 1, we'd be drunk. 2, didn't know where we was going. Yeah. But no, 2, if it had been like 40, 50 quid, then yeah.
Yeah.
And, get out of your territory. What's you on about? Thought she lived in Stonehenge, actually inside the middle of it. Anyway, so went up to the room. This was like a time warp. It's like I'd gone back to the 70s to me grand's.
Oh, nice.
Nylon bed sheets.
Oh, lovely.
No, do you know with like the diamond cut with like the rounded? It was that.
Yeah.
It was a proper 70s all furniture, orange and brown carpet.
Oh, nylon.
I'm like, right, we've got another place to go and look at. I'll get back to you. Jump to get I ain't effing staying there. So get on TripAdvisor, just see what's round here. I'm just going to drive out of this place. It was like Wicker Man. Well, then villages you can get in, but you can never get out again.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's amazing.
so we found one called the Britannia in Gloucester, right?
Right.
And we got there, and I kind of knew Gloucester because where I used to work, I used to go around the centre, so I knew my way around.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get to this 5-story pub, right in the corner, parked right at the side. I think it was 42 quid or something.
Right.
20-minute walk into
93.
20-minute walk into the town or city centre. I don't know if Gloucester's a city or a town, no idea.
Town.
Right. So, and I thought, I know there's some Weatherspoons there because I've been in them before. So I was right, we'll stay here. Oh no. So we go in. Yeah, you're on the top floor. A few steps. It's like 18 floors up inside. It's just stairs and it just went on forever.
Did it not have a lift?
No. So going up these stairs, dead wide, like, and they're just getting narrower and narrower. Right. So we get to the room. This is the best bit. So we get in this room, probably about half the size of our bedroom, right? You had a sink. That's bigger. Right? The light outside was a big round like one that you have at school, but it was on a sensor.
Yeah.
And we had the old school doors, the frosted glass with the wires going through,
lovely,
like the noughts and crosses one.
Fire doors.
Yeah. So it had that as a window and that in the door. The roof slanted down. So you start off one side walking straight. By the time you get to the other side of the room, you look like Quasimodo. This is a true story. There's a table. I swear to God, it was a little bit bigger than that.
Nice.
2 cups on it. A jug with all like the milk and sugar and all that in it. A fan. A couple of other, and it was all hanging off the edge. Yeah. So anyway, it weren't even a double room; it was a twin room.
Nice. To add insult to injury.
So I ended up rearranging all the furniture because one bed was, even though I said it was a small room, it was long, so the beds were dead far apart. But I'll have to phone Becky if I want to chat to her. So there's a set of drawers, so I pull them out, push them to the end, push the 2 beds together, put the sort it out. One bed's there, yeah. So they're 2 beds. Oh no, it's like that. It's about a half a foot height difference. I'm like, what are we gonna do? We'd already paid at this point.
Yeah, not getting out of that.
So I thought, we've done a lot of driving. I goes, we'll have a kip before we go out. So now I can't remember if this was before or after we went out, but I'm laying on the bed, yeah, and the bed does because there's a slant on the floor as well. So basically, I'm laid down like I'm skiing. I mean, legs are just going, and I'm trying to pull Becky's laughing her ass off at me. I'm trying to pull the beds back together with me heels and my feet. And the more I'm pushing down to pull them together, they're moving apart. I'm like, I'm gonna split some or snap me back, or both. Anyway, Becky, she come over and help me. I was like, we can't sleep like it. It's just not gonna work. And it was dead hot.
That's where the fan came in.
Well, that was bigger. Honestly, I'm sure it is a borrower's. Honestly, so it's like 6-7 foot one side of the room. The other side of the room was the roof was no higher than 4 foot. Honestly, it was awful. God. And there weren't even a toilet. That's the best bit. That's like the last bit of the night. I won't go into too much detail, but so we get changed. We walk into town, so I know my way. So I said, right, there's a couple of Weatherspoons. and we went to the Wetherspoons that had not been in before, and it was nice.
Yeah.
So they had all like the bifold doors open, and they had like the river or the canal there, and they had like a wooden veranda sort of thing. So we're sat inside, but like right next to the doors.
Yeah.
So we'd ordered food. I got wedges with mine, veggie chicken and all that, and I'm like, shit got stuck in my throat. I'm like, I could talk, but I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe. She goes, "Good. What do you mean you can't breathe?" I can't breathe. I've got food stuck in my throat. Yeah. She goes, "What are you talking?" I went, "I can still speak. I've just not got any air coming up from my lungs." Oh, she does what you do. Starts laughing. I went, "I can't breathe." And I'm trying to force it up, and I just do smack myself there, cough. I swear to God, a chip comes up the shape of my windpipe. I went, she's like, "Oh my God, you really was choking." Like a joke about it.
Yeah.
Oh, like, there you go.
I mean, you've got a sick sense of humour, but not quite that sick.
How could you talk? Because I didn't really want to die, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then we'd gone out, we'd had a few more drinks and everything. And then, yeah, we don't think anything much happened after that. So anyway, we're walking back. And we get back to the room. You go in the back way and up the billion flights of stairs. It's like, I need the toilet. So both go into this like mid-floor toilet bathroom thing. I can't remember if there's a bath there. Walk in, the biggest window you've ever seen. Was it frosted? No. Which way was it facing? The main road. What was opposite it? Tesco, Domino's, Costa. And then there's all the flats above it. I'm like, I need this shit. Oh, you're going to have to stand. I went, I can't even put the light on. You're going to have to stand there. The door didn't even lock. And all the other rooms were full. And this was like shed. I goes, you're going to have to stand there.
That's
And
bad.
I ended up having to go to the toilet in the dark, being able to see half of Gloucester and guessing what I'm doing. After nearly choking to death and ripping myself in two and being kidnapped by the bearded woman of Broadway. Don't know. That was one day in my life.
There's quite a lot of your days that are like that, though.
I couldn't believe it. We're going away for a nice weekend away.
Relaxing evening.
Yeah. Nearly died about 5 times.
Yeah, you nearly
For
died.
all different reasons. Humility. Attack of the bearded woman. Killer chips. A lot.
Oh my God, street view shitting.
And couldn't sleep because it was beds were just, I think they found them outside and just threw them in there.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, it was funny, but not funny, if you know what I mean.
Oh, not funny at the time, obviously.
Well, it was funny at the time because it's like, can it get any worse? Someone must have gone, challenge accepted.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Watch this.
Cop for this.
Yeah. How do you rate your chances of survival eating chips? Oh, I thought they'd be quite good. Well, they was, obviously. Not as good as they could have been.
You don't expect to dice with death with chips, really, do you? I mean, a piece of steak or something, yeah?
No, and everyone's just carrying on eating and chatting and what have you. It's like, wow. Even Becky thought I was messing about. So, yeah, that was a lovely weekend away.
You see, this is all to do with travel. Now, when I worked in mental health, we went on a weekend.
Remember Fuerteventura?
Oh, Fuerteventura.
You will after this.
We went on a weekend because 2 of the tenants wanted to go to Sellafield. Sellafield nuclear power plant for the tour.
One wasn't Russian, was he?
Actually, no, it was German. But anyway.
Well, that was my next question. Sorry to any Russians, but
so
couldn't resist.
We decided we'd book this. We went to St. Bees Head and booked this. We went online and booked a bed and breakfast at St. Bees Head, which is not that far. So we got there. The tour was the next day. We got there the day before. And we ended up going for a meal somewhere and walking in on this, like, one of these pubs where everybody brings an instrument and they all just keep jamming.
What?
There was all sorts going on. But anyway, so we had a couple of drinks in there and then we went back to, we were there for 2 nights anyway.
Yeah.
All the people that worked at Sellafield lodged.
We're glowing.
You might as
Had
well have
6 limbs, 3 eyes,
they were
head of a dog.
lodged at this bed and breakfast. And I'm like, they were like, yeah, that kind of, you know that bit in RoboCop where it starts melting?
Yeah. Oh, when he goes through that acid tank, that toxic waste.
Toxic waste, and he comes out into the road.
Yeah.
I have to say about 3 of them looked a little bit like that.
And they'd not started yet. They didn't start until the following Monday.
And there was this massive crack up the gable end of this place. I swear to God, you could have put your whole arm in it. And I'm like,
Jesus.
where you went in the room and they had one of them. Do you remember them wicker fan chairs like a peacock? They used to have in bedrooms.
Deb, I think you live in a different dimension to the rest of everyone else.
You know, somebody will know what I mean. It's like woven wicker, and it's like a bedroom chair thing anyway. So that was covered in like an inch of dust.
Yeah.
And then we sat.
Had they cleaned it though before?
No. We sat down in this pub anyway, and this lad came over and he was talking to me mate, and he said, "Where are you stopping?" So she went, "Oh, we're stopping at St. Bees Head." He went, "I lodge there." So she went, "All right." He said, "I work at Sellafield." She's like, "Okay." Well, he got this obsession with her. And he was like, we went up to our room. She were in the room next to me. I was too horrified by this chair in the corner to be going to bed. Yeah. And he's like knocking on her bedroom door. So she's knocking on the wall at me. And she's like knocking along the wall till we both got to the window. And she went, "He's at my bedroom door. What do I do?" I went, "Ignore him.
Climb out the window, call the police."
So I said, "Just leave it with me." So I opened my bedroom door a crack and he was sat bolt upright on a chair on the landing staring at a bedroom door.
In a wicker chair?
No, I had the wicker chair. Should have put that outside. But yeah, he was sat on a chair bolt upright with his hands on his knees staring at a bedroom door. And I'm like, oh, this is great.
Oh, wow.
So I went, "Don't come out of if you need to pee, you're just going to have to pee somewhere. You can't come out of your bedroom." But yeah.
Just say, "Do you not go, 'It was nice knowing you,' and close your door?" Good night.
Yeah. Put earphones in. But yeah, it was the weirdest bed and breakfast I've ever stopped at. They were all like, you went down for breakfast next morning, they're all kind of like slurping and grunting, and it was all very weird.
Wow.
Oh dear. But yeah.
I think an investigation should be done there.
Yeah, I think it should.
Oh,
not necessarily a paranormal.
Speaking of which, just before I tell the Ventura story, I've got a couple there, but I'll just stick to the one. The video that I put up yesterday of that shop, it was 15 minutes after it had shut. It was in a shopping centre, and the only people that were in there was security. It wasn't rats, it wasn't ghosts of rats, it wasn't fishing line, it wasn't string. Becky's eldest son is a manager there, and he doesn't believe in any of that, and it's him that sent me the video. And it was one of the girls that worked there that said, like, the shoes were on the floor. He's like, "Yeah, what's wrong with that?" He went, "Well, they weren't when we left." So they checked the video and then sent it to him, and he sent it to me.
Ooh.
So so it is legit.
It's very clear as well.
Yes. But if you look, so when you can see the mirror at the back when the shoes fall, just before that, you can see somebody walking past on the outside.
All right.
So outside the shop. So it's like a little Arndale shopping centre.
Yeah.
So you still access, because Primark's over the road, and that shuts a little bit later, I think.
Right.
I'm not sure, because in the week it's different. I think the whole shopping centre shuts down. Yes, please, Deb, if you can do that. And then what I can do, if you want to take that video and send it to him, or I can send it to you, whatever's easier, and then just go from there. Not you, other Deb.
It's very clear. Yeah, I know that. It's very clear.
Well, the HD cameras, aren't they? It's only a little shop. It's not massive. That camera covers the whole of the shop, other than the doorway.
Yeah.
As you can see on the thing, is there 3 cameras, and that covers all of it.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
yes, I drove through a police roadblock once. Does that count?
I'm not sure.
But that wasn't my fault. So I'd not been driving that long, and it was my first driving job. And we was delivering to a prison in Preston. And so this would be 92, 93. And there's loads of rioting going on. So the other guy called John, he was in like a little escort van. And we're driving down, and he's like, oh, the road. It'd been on the news that the prison had been kicking off in this prison.
I remember the riots.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, just drive through it, you'll be all right. So just drove straight through this police roadblock, swerve around everything. He went, what are you doing? What are you on about? You told me to drive through it. He went, I was only messing, I didn't think you would. Don't tell me to do so. Coppers are there running after me. Got to slow down. I went, yeah. As soon as he got there, pointed to him, he made me do it, told me to drive through. I was only 18, 19.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Right.
Deb. Yeah, so that was that. It's like, idiot. That was his fault. I can't believe I'd done it, though.
My dangerous moment was I went out with a friend. Well, sort of an acquaintance more than a friend. I'd been out drinking.
Never seen him again.
She came up with this idea about going into Bradford because she knew loads of blokes that were worked on doors in clubs. And anyway, we ended up in Bradford, spent all his money, completely skint.
Yeah.
And I said to her, how are we going to get home? She went, oh, leave it with me. And then she buggered off for an hour. So I'm in the middle of Bradford in a club, didn't know where the hell I was. Anyway, she came back, she went, I've got us a lift.
Yeah.
I said, right, okay. So then she said, oh, I said, we're not, where we're going, we're not going home. And she went, no, we're going to a party. And it was a shebeen, a West Indian club.
Yeah.
But we have them in houses.
Oh, yeah.
So when we ended up in there, she buggered off for another hour and left me on the dance floor with this black bloke. It was absolutely brilliant. He was telling me about his family and stuff, and he's saying to me, are you all right? And I went, I'm sobering up now. So he said, how are you going to get home? I said, I've no idea. Anyway, she eventually came back. He looked after me. We're really good. She eventually came back. She went, I've got us a lift home.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So by this time, I'm starting to panic a bit. I'm thinking, I'm skint. I don't know Bradford very well. So we gets in this car with this black fella.
I'm still here. I've just got to change my top. I'm sweating.
It's fine. He's driving, and she says to him, can you pull up at garage and get me some cigs? I'm like, I'm sat in back seat and I'm thinking, well, that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? But anyway, pulls up at this garage, goes in, gets her a packet of cigs, comes out, gets in the car, reaches underneath the steering wheel and starts cranking wires together. I'm like, oh my God, is this car stolen? Anyway, as we're nearing our house, she's telling him all this. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you what she was telling him. That her family were involved in the mafia and her brothers would be out looking for her because she'd managed to escape from the house. And anyway, my house was first on the route down the hill. My house was first. And she went, so if you just drop me off first? And I went, no, I'm first. I need to be out here.
Did you not just get on a plastic bag and slide home?
I should have done, really. But, oh, my God. I swear to God, I got in at 5 a.m. and I spent 2 hours sat in the front room shaking. I just couldn't go to bed because I thought anything could have bloody happened and nobody would have known where I was. It was shocking. So, needless to say, I never spoke to her again.
Yeah.
But when he reached under the steering wheel and like cracked these wires together, I'm like, oh, this is great, this. Why ain't it got a key?
Because he stole them the vehicle.
Anyway.
It doesn't belong to him. He doesn't have the logbook.
She gave me a right look when I told her I wanted to get out first. And I went down another street as well because I thought if he's watching where I'm going. So I actually went down a street, 2 streets up from where I lived and waited till the lights went down the hill because, like I say, it was like a pea soup fog. And I could see his lights and they disappeared out of view and I ran round to our house and went in. I'm like, never again. It was just one of them. Oh no, it makes me all hot and cold thinking about it.
Right, I'll tell you this one quickly, then we'll have a break, and then we'll answer some questions. Is that right?
Yes.
Right, so, I was with my ex at the time, and we'd gone to Fort Ventura. Gone for a week, and anyway, we met a couple while I was over there. They was from Worksop.
Yeah.
And,
Somebody else.
well, the thing is, they was on the same flight, but we didn't realise that till afterwards. Anyway, we'd meet up with them, go something to eat in the day, a few drinks, meet them on the beach and that. Anyway, we'd gone out one night, and the DJ was in this club. He's from Blackburn. He had a ponytail.
Nice.
It was the 90s, so I don't know. Do I let him have that or not?
Yeah, I suppose so.
He was quite funny.
Mullets were more 90s.
Yeah, it was. No, oh no, wait. Yeah, it was 90s. Yeah, it was about 96, 97, 98.
Right.
Yeah, so. So DJ. Anyway, this couple that was with us, he was singing, like trying to get everyone involved in the pub. There's all like probably about 30 people, and it's kind of like the same people that go in every night, so you get to know. But I'd been there a few times before, so I knew the owner of this pub, the guy called Steve, and barman called Carlos, and there's a few others, but that was about it. And he's like trying to get this lad to sing Postman Pat, and he hated stuff like that. Come on, we're going, right? And storms off. Well, I used to have a mullet, don't I?
Oh no, leave it.
Right. Anyway, found out afterwards the reason that he stormed off, is because he'd put his trousers on, these jeans that he had on. He'd had them on the night before, but he didn't check. He still had his undies in the leg.
I've done that before.
And that's why you wanted to go, but use this as an excuse of the DJ guy trying to make him sing Postman Pat.
Why didn't you just go to the loo and take him out?
He was too embarrassed. Where would he put him? He'd have had to order him a big bulge in his pocket or whatever. But that wasn't it. So there's like selling raffle tickets. It's like, what was it, pesetas before Euros?
Yeah.
There's like one peseta for a raffle ticket, or for two, whatever. Anyway, people were picking stuff, and it's getting near the end. There's all little bits of crap left. My thing come up, and I was like, "Go on, no, you go. You're nearer. What, a chair nearer than you?" So I get up, go, and I'm looking. It's like, I'll just have this. I thought, I'm not going to tell you straight away, and started walking back to the table. And the table was one of the nearest ones to where the DJ was sat. And he goes, "Oh, what have you got there?" I went, "Oh, just this." He went, No. Come back and show me. And I looked at him like, you're having a laugh. I knew what he was going to say. So it was a plastic jewellery kit.
Right.
For kid, like a tiara and ring and earrings and all that. Yeah. And he went, "Oh, no, all them at the back can't see it proper in the packet. I think you need to take it out and wear it." Right? He goes, "But what's the name of it?" "Pretty Princess Jewellery Set."
Oh, God.
I had to wear it and walk around. I put the thing around my head. I couldn't breathe. I thought,
Oh, yeah.
"Joking again." So, and I had to walk round, and then I had another 4 days staying on that resort.
Embarrassing.
It'd been all right if I'd have been drunk.
Yeah.
I was on my first drink at that point, because you don't go out till later, do you?
No.
So it's only about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, I've got all night yet.
Yeah.
Yes. So I had a few nicknames until everyone started to leave.
Your little princess.
Yeah, Pretty Princess. Get it right.
Get it right.
Yeah. That was that.
Right, break time then.
Yes. Same video.
Which one?
The funky one.
Oh yeah, play the funky one because I like to have a little dance.
Yeah. Right, so we'll be back in 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hello.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we're back.
Hello, people.
Hello. Oh, that's better. Stop sweating now.
Are you cooler?
Anyone know what this tune is? Yes.
Music. I never heard it because it didn't play for me. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it.
It was wonderful.
I was doing it in my head.
Yeah. It is proper chilled music. It's called Urban Stories.
No, it
by
isn't.
Chill. Urban Stories by Chill Cole.
No.
Definitely is.
No, that's the one we used for the other one, isn't it?
It's the same one, Deborah.
Oh, right, I didn't know.
I've not done a break. I've not. Alright, calm down. I've not. It's the same one. I've not done. Just use the same break video.
All right, that's all right then. I won't miss him much then. I'm sorry, I'm having lighting issues. We're flashing again. Oh no.
Oh yeah. So it's Urban Stories by Chill Cole. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. I use for my music, so not any copyright issues. I use a thing called Epidemic Sounds.
Yes. Anyway.
Sorry. Just reading numbers.
Oh, nice.
Right, I'm going to have to put these up.
There's a lot happening when you were bricklaying, Umbra.
I know. They didn't lay any bricks.
Well, somebody got laid, but it wasn't the bricks.
Yeah. Was he in the bricklayer's arms? Literally. Oh. Having what he had. I just have to have a pint of what he's had.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's Mark Almond. Anyway, next.
Yeah, moving on. My dad nearly ran Mark Almond over.
Hey?
I was sick. My dad nearly ran Mark Almond over at the height of his career. We were going through town.
He's not that bad at singing.
Well, no, I didn't think he was, but I was only talking about this to Paul that we're just in chat. Yeah, height of his career, he was crossing over to go to record shop that he used to go to. And my dad nearly hit him with car, and I'm shrieking, "You don't guess who you've just nearly hit?" My dad didn't have a clue, like he would have done if he'd hit him. But no, I didn't have a clue.
Anyway. The Hideaway Club in Torquay wasn't hid that well, was it?
Yeah, not if there were frosted windows.
That's 2 people now with frosted window stories.
I know, what's all that about?
Oh, well. Can I just ask, who was on the Segway, your mum or Warwick?
That's funny. I could just imagine him whizzing along on one of them.
Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Not for your mum, obviously.
I'm going to be dreaming about that tonight. I'm going to have some weird dreams tonight.
Right, I'm just going to pick the questions in random.
So I'm going to do that one.
Do Joe's first. Claim to fame.
I've got an embarrassing claim to fame.
Yeah, do yours first. Mine's not that embarrassing.
Mine was. I was rushing to get to meet somebody in the late 80s.
Deb, you need to forget about the 80s and just move on. Have you been to a doctor about all this?
I haven't actually, no, but I am an 80s girl. But anyway, so I ran out of Leeds train station and I thought, there's my neighbour there. So as I'm running along, I went, "Are you all right? I haven't seen you for a while." He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, yeah." So I said, "Anyway, I can't stop because I'm really behind. I'll catch you later." He's like, "Yeah, okay." And I got round the corner and I was like, that wasn't my neighbour. It was James Bolam out of Likely Lads.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, he's been in other things than Likely Lads.
Did you not shout, "I'm HAPPY"?
He'd already gone into the station by this point.
Oh, right.
I really wanted the ground to swallow up and open me up. Start again. Open up and swallow me.
Yeah. Have you ever been chased by a midget?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Not that I remember. Maybe in the late 80s.
Bet you know somebody who has.
No.
But yes. Yeah.
What
So,
have I told you about insulting small people?
well, he was a midget.
Well, you'd have
He
to
was-
tell him.
I didn't tell him. He had a go at me. Anyway,
Oh, being tall.
so long story. No, it's not a long story. There's 3 parts to this one as well. Did he drive? Ba-bum. Joe.
Who?
For a
Oh,
drink,
Gary
yeah.
Newman, yeah. Was it in his car?
Yeah. When the album was called Drive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got a job. Deborah will know it. It was Swan Taxis in Salford, and they used to have the contract for the Lowry Theatre on Salford Quays. Anyway, so I got a job for this famous person. I'll tell you in a minute. So I'm driving down. Next thing you know, there's a mountain bike flying at my windscreen near where the old Mariner used to be in Seedley. I'm like, what's it? Luckily, it bounced off my wipers and didn't crack. Nothing, not even a scrape. The guy was a bit mad. He had it in his head that his missus was sleeping with all the taxi drivers. What they used to do, the taxi drivers, you'd give your number out. So when it was quiet, like Saturday night or Friday night, you'd like, yeah, I'm going into wherever. So you go, right, I'm going on. You'd either book it through that or I'm going on a break and you do that and you get more money for it. Just the way it was. So she had a couple of numbers. He had it in his head that he was sleeping with all the Swan drivers. And then he starts booting the car door. So I went to run him over. I didn't. Yeah. And
yeah, go on.
Seedley was where I saw him when I was young.
Saw who?
Gary Newman.
No, it was Joe that saw Gary Newman.
Deborah might have seen him as well. He might have gone on a road trip.
His car. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so drove down to Lowry. So I was told, because we used to pick the staff up, there's a woman called Liz. She was a manager. You'd pick her up at the end of the night. She lived the other side of town.
Right.
So, the Man-8, yes, in Beulah Park. Right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Right. So you get to, there's like a terminal bit, and it's a taxi pickup point, and these 2 barriers are dead slow.
Right.
So you press the intercom, and I seen this vertically challenged person, and he heard. I looked in my mirror. I'm not being horrible or anything like that. I could see his head bobbing up and down as he's running towards me. As the barrier's coming down, like he's running quicker than these barriers can move. And he's like, "Are you my taxi?" And he did actually talk like that. I'm not being stereotypical. I'm like, no. Yeah, I goes, if I was, I'd be picking you up. Well, where's mine? I don't know. Well, I ordered one. Well, who did you order it with? I rang a taxi company. That narrows it down.
Yeah.
1, I don't answer the phone. 2, I get the job and I go to wherever I need to go. Well, where's mine? I have no idea. Well, I'll give you a card. You'll need to phone him. It's too busy. I can't do it. We can't do it. And he's there going on. But I can only see him from like there up. Yeah, I'm not being horrible, but he was the smallest small person I've ever seen. Anyway, so gets through, and we was picking up the door after the stage door. So 2 people got in and was going to Exchange Bar and Grill in town.
Right, yeah.
Right, so it was a set fare. It was £5. Right, dropped him off. There's an American guy in the front. £1 tip.
Whoa.
All right, have a guess who these 2 famous people were.
Oh, don't say Penn and Teller.
No. You would not put these 2 people together.
All right. Oh, I'll never guess then.
Helen Worth, who plays Gail Tilsley in Coronation Street.
Right.
You ready for the next one? Are you sat down?
I'm sat down.
John Collins.
What?
Joan Collins was doing a play at the Lowry Theatre. Earlier on that day, I'd picked her agent up and took him to the airport. And yes, he
Right.
does look like Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And took £1 tip. A class Hollywood film star and A class soap actress.
Yeah.
Good tip. Could not believe it.
They'll have claimed that back on the taxes.
Wow. Oh yeah, have a receipt.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you can imagine what I was thinking.
I can imagine.
You get better tips off crackheads.
Yeah.
That is a true story as well.
Honestly. All that money and they can't even give you £2.
Yeah. And yeah. That was £2. I'd have sold for £1.50.
Yeah. And a bag of chips. I want that one next.
What? Well, I've got a few other claims to fame.
I'll put that one on after then.
Can I give you a couple more? Go watch show off a little bit.
Go on then.
Ryan Giggs was a year younger than me at school.
Right.
One of the greatest footballers ever. I used to get the bus outside David White's house. He used to play for Man City, ex-Leeds player.
I don't
You
remember.
should know who he is.
I should do, but I don't.
Should do. It was the 80s.
No, I didn't follow
80s
football.
and 90s. No, I think it's more 90s.
I was too busy doing other things in the 80s.
Skidding on bags and getting installing gas.
Took my knickers down, my skirt down my knickers.
Well, that was all in the same night. I've seen a lot of comedians like walking down the street.
Yeah.
Seen Dom Jolly walking through Milton Keynes. Seen
Did he have that big hair on?
Yeah. No, he was in a play at MK
I'm in
Theatre.
the cinema.
I was going to shout him, but I thought, Joe, when you're not sure if it's them or not. Seen Eddie Izzard walking through Leicester Square.
I used to love him. I went right off him.
I used to work away and we used to do a lot of work in Croydon. We used to stay at the Holiday Inn. We're going doing some work on a Sunday and Ross Noble's checking out at the thing. So I got his autograph. Sarah Millican.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
Spoke to her, got her autograph. See some footballers, that kind of stuff. A lot of like Corrie actors and Hollyoaks and what have you. I used to pick up. Do you watch Hollyoaks?
No.
There's a girl in it that used to be in Waterloo Road, Chelsea, something or other.
Oh, she had her lips done and she looked really
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Used to pick her up quite a lot.
What? The pavement?
Joe went on a bender with Benny Hill one night.
No, smashing.
Yeah.
I used to go drinking. Well, I didn't go drinking, but they used to drink at the same pub as me. Emmerdale lot. They were all right.
Oh,
that was in the early to mid 90s.
When I lived in Baycup, in Stackshead near Baycup, who plays Zach Dingle?
Ah, yeah.
He come in one night. I used to see Ted Robbins in the local Victoria Wines on a Saturday evening. Every Saturday evening.
Not saying that he had a drink problem, obviously.
Oh, Deborah's nephews, Billy and Hollyoaks.
I do have a story about Kane Dingle out of Emmerdale. Cool. We lived in a dead-end street and the parking was horrific. But anyway, him and Emma Watsit that played Charity lived in the house over the road at the bottom.
Yeah, because they're together, aren't they?
Eh?
They're together.
No, they're not.
I thought they was together in real life.
No. They shared an house down our street, but no. So they lived diagonally opposite me anyway.
Yeah.
I was working one night. Gaz must have gone to work in his car, and I was going to work in my car. And when I went out to get to the car, Gaz's Harley was parked an inch from my back bumper, and Emma's car was parked an inch from my front bumper, and there was no way, because you had to park right on the pavement. Yeah. There was no way I could get out. So I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to go over and ask him if she can come out. And anyway, she'd gone out.
Yeah.
So I said, has she left the keys or anything? Can you move the car? He said, no. He said, do you want me to move the bike? And I said, yeah, I'll go around and get the keys. Well, this Harley weighed an absolute ton, and I mean a ton. So he followed me out. I went into the house to get the keys to unlock the lock on the bike. And by the time I came back out, he'd moved it back. Like, how the hell did you do that? Anyway, he guided me out and off I went. But yeah, he had muscles. Anyway, yes.
Ooh, very good. So I'm just reading that.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. I remember Deb telling me about that.
I asked him a question and asked him if he had seen anything. Kurt was a pilot who reported the Phoenix Light. Oh, I didn't know he was a pilot.
Mm-hmm. Quite a lot of actors are pilots. John Travolta's a pilot.
Yes. He's also not a scientist. What are they called?
I don't know. Scientologist.
Scientologist. That was close.
That's all a bit weird.
Well, yeah. We won't go there. Who did I nearly run over? A few famous. Dev. He used to go shopping at Sainsbury's at the bottom of Regent Road. Where the studios used to be, and they'd all be walking across. Nearly crashed into him at a Westlife when he was in Corrie.
Oh, Shane.
Yeah, he come flying around a roundabout, spun out a bit, but I was already on the roundabout.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had to straighten up quick, or in his nice convertible Bentley Continental.
Oh, smashing.
Yeah, it nearly was.
Yeah. Right, I want to answer this one.
Go on.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Tom Hardy. That's me. Sean Bean and Tom Hardy. Mind you, Sean Bean these days, but Tom Hardy. Definitely.
I haven't got any. No. But no.
Going back to the late 80s.
Yeah. Anybody, because I can only remember really bad stuff that happened to me. Yeah, Richard Madeley got done at that Sainsbury's. Who? Apparently.
Oh, coffee, God, yeah. The
coffee,
wine,
cheese, and meat.
Wasn't it wine?
Or was it wine, cheese, and meat?
It was. I'm sure he had the wine going on. Right, you pick the next question then.
Right. I was just going to tell you one more.
All right, go on then. I'll just nip off for a snooze. I'll be back soon.
No. Oh, what was it? It's gone.
I don't know.
Haven't got anything.
There you go. Put a question up then.
Yeah, go on. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Have you stayed at a haunted hotel?
No.
If you have, I don't know.
No. My friend did. It was it was down south, and it had been an old prison.
World's End.
Possibly.
That used to be a prison.
Did it? It could have been. It could have been that. I don't know, but there was the original cells, doors and stuff. Yeah. And they'd put all the stuff on the shelf over the sink. And at about 2:00 in the morning, there was this almighty crash. And when they put the lights on, the shelf was still intact. The shelf hadn't dropped, but everything had been swept off into the sink. So they packed the things and they left.
There wasn't a tin of squash peas thrown across the room with a note, I ain't paying effing 20 quid for these.
No.
Right.
Nothing like that.
Just wondering.
There's a lot of things going on in them Brick Lane days, Umbra.
I know. I don't think I think he's using Brick Lane.
Yeah, it's a euphemism.
Yeah, for everything he got up to back in the 80s.
Right, that question.
Yes. Well, I don't know, because when Steve Mera was on, he changed my view of it all.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. It could just be space debris and not actually anything intelligent.
It's a big bit of space debris that doesn't really change shape, does it? It stays the same kind of...
Remembered.
They choose it from the most sinister angle, don't they, to take a picture of.
When I nearly ran over Billy Connolly.
Hmm? All right.
But, so he was at the Globe Theatre, and he was on his trike doing his world tour. Sorry, because I'd just seen Sean Connery, that's what made me remember.
All right.
And he'd had his trike serviced.
Yeah.
So they'd gone, took the trike, put it in the back of the trailer, went down to London. This is from Bolton. Right. Left his keys there. I had his keys in a brown jiffy. I could have gone to his house. He had
Yeah.
all his keys on it. I had to take him down to the Globe. So as I'm reversing round a little van, pitch black, throwing it down, just caught him in my mirror as he's walking behind the van. Didn't catch him, not his leg. I meant caught him with my eye.
Yeah. Didn't actually run him over and squash him.
He is very tall though.
Yes.
But all my sightings seem to be around comedians.
Yeah. Oh, Santa Pod. I've always wanted to go to Santa Pod.
Oh, that's round the corner from me.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that?
Nickname.
What? Are you sure it was Santa Pod and not, dare I say it?
Go on.
No. Do you know I've actually got a story about that, but I can't. I really want to tell. So somebody I know, this is all I'm going to be is somebody I know sent some photos of somebody else that they know to go into a paper, to a magazine. They sent some of the photos back and they checked for £2. True story.
Nice one.
That is. They said we can't use these, they're no good, but we'll use the others. Here's £2 or something like that. I don't know.
Nice.
No names. I'm definitely not giving names on that.
See you later, Deb. Thank you.
Yeah. See you later. Yeah. If you want to take the video and send it to that guy, that'd be great.
Superb.
Thank you for that. Any other questions?
Yes, ask us a question.
Come on, anything.
Something interesting. God, it's warm.
No, I've got
Can I do another? I'm just going to do another temperature check because I do need to know these things because it says 18 on there.
23. My body temperature is 36.5.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
No, 33.5.
I've got an answer for that nickname. Oh, it's gone.
How can we ask you some, Joe? Joe, what time is it? And by the time you answer, it'll be different.
Best concert, I would say, Spandau Ballet, 1983.
Is that true?
That's true.
Was it gold?
It was cold.
Don't know anymore.
They didn't even. No, you see, I could reel them all off.
Eh?
I could reel them all off. We had to get through the barricade to go see them.
Best concert. See, I'm into my DJs, and a few years ago I went to EDC at Milton Keynes. So it was like Calvin Harris, Tiesto, Pete Tong, Paul Oakenfold, Ferry Corsten. I've seen them a few times. First time I ever seen them, I went to Gatecrasher at the NEC. I think it was 2001. That was like Mario Picotto and Danny Rampling and all them.
I went to the NEC to see Spandau.
Umbra, was you bricklaying at the time?
Stood there with a trowel in one hand and a brick in the
other. I've seen 50 Cent's house.
Have you?
Place in Farmington in Connecticut.
That's not a concert though, is it?
No, but it used to be Mike Tyson's, and his wife sold it to 50 Cent for $1.
Nice one.
Yes.
Revenge.
Get her own back. True story.
Revenge.
I've got videos of it's a massive house. It drops down. It's like security lodge at the top. Two big wrought iron gates.
Sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
It's all right. Oh, God. That nickname. Tony Hadley. I delivered to Tony Hadley a bit ago, but it wasn't the same one. I was a bit disappointed when I got there and it weren't him.
Yeah, but he didn't start singing to you.
Yeah. But I've delivered to another comedian, Rod Gilbert.
Yeah.
He lives in London. And Steve Jones from T4.
Oh, yeah, I know what
He
you mean.
lives in the posh part near the Thames, out near Windsor.
Can't...
He's really nice, though. Having a proper chat with him and everything. He's really nice and dead down to earth.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to sort my light out. There's something going horribly wrong.
Your life or your light?
Both.
Have a trip back to the 80s.
Yeah, I'd love to. Best years of my life and the 80s.
I've not had mine yet.
Fashion.
I was on it Man and Air once.
Oh, God. Why
Yes.
didn't you knock Michaela Strachan out? She needed knocking out.
Well, so
Still-
there's a club in Bolton called... I can't remember what it was called then, but it changed its name to Icon. Anyway, I watched it back, and I'm stood there counting my money, seeing if I had enough to get another pint.
Seeing if you got enough for a kebab.
No, I was just counting up. Get rid of, when you have loads of change and it's weighing your pocket down,
Yeah.
you just want to get rid of it. Oh, stupidest thing I've ever done. Oh, God. I've got a list.
Yeah, I don't know.
From getting up in the morning to going to bed pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Said to Becky a bit ago, I went, oh, I've not had a headache since last time I had a headache. That was one. Running for a bus and fell off the curb and hit the windscreen like that. And the bus was full. It was a Saturday afternoon.
Amazing.
Yeah. And it's like, I should have just waited about 10 minutes for the next one. But I'm here now. I'm literally on the bus. May as well just get on the steps.
Well, you might as well, yeah.
Stupidest thing as a kid. I used to put marbles in like a Monopoly box lid and go around, like roll them round because I love the noise of it.
Oh,
Decided to do it whilst walking down the stairs. I touched the top step and woke up at the bottom, surrounded by marbles. I bet a few of them actually stayed in the bottom. I don't remember anything from touching the top step to hitting the floor. Just remember getting up and doing it myself.
Remember getting up when you missed your tea?
Yeah, missed 10 years.
Was that the 80s?
Do you know what? It was the 80s. It was.
Oh, God.
My mate's mum was in the back garden. She was starting to load the rubbish out for a bonfire, and she stood on a piece of wood. And me, my mate, and his mum watched this nail go through her foot and come out the top.
Oh, God.
And she just pulled it back out, went, I'll put a plaster on it, it'll be all right.
Oh, no.
What? I'd be like, I was in shock.
Me
Could
too.
not
That's
believe it.
No.
And do you know what? There weren't even a lot of blood.
No, there isn't if it's sharp enough.
Yeah.
No. I'm just trying to think of the stupidest thing I've ever done. It's quite a few, actually.
Well, yeah.
What's that in? Oh, it's all right.
Yeah. That's your reflection, Deb.
I was looking at that down at the bottom. I'm like, what the hell's that? It's off the back.
Cat's whiskers.
The stupidest thing I've ever done was just then. Strangely enough.
Someone living in the walls of my house and go, what? I've almost been swept out to sea, drowned in a river, killed, bought the world's most dangerous stepper scooter, kept someone living in... I'm scared to carry on reading.
So am I.
And got lots of revenge. I'm very confused.
I got a gangster to steal a TV from his own hotel to pay for a medical bill that wasn't mine. Okay.
Holding a coin while brother's mate shot it, ended up with 22 pellets. 22 pellets or a .22 pellet. How big are your thumbs, Joe? Something like that by the end of it. Yeah, you're going to have to remove the 22 pellets out of your thumb, Joe.
A 22 pellet, stupid. I've just seen something else.
He probably did. He bricked them in his wife. That was the only time he ever did any bricklaying.
Your cousin.
Then Sarah look at me, though I'd done it. I'm the one who plays. looked at me and I've seen him at Sainsbury's filling up his blue jag. He
Well,
didn't
shut.
fart. He didn't fart at me.
No, but I answered the phone and burped at you yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Well, for some.
It wasn't. It wasn't intentional. I just did it as I answered your call.
I don't know if you should share this one.
Just
It was
don't
in
give
I'll just share it anyway. It was in quite a posh pub in Worsley on a Sunday night.
I like Worsley.
Yeah, and I got somebody to shout as loud as he could, "I've got cat AIDS." And I'm not going back that far. This is
Fair
in
enough.
our 30s. It wasn't that long ago.
And the reason for that was?
To see if they'd do it. And they did. And everyone stopped and turned round. And I'm on the floor crying. I didn't think he was going to do it. Like the guy didn't think I was going to drive through a police roadblock, I reckon. But
I had a mate. When I lived in Lincolnshire, I had a mate and she had a car. And we used to go bombing around all these country lanes. I'd just left school and I was working at...
I've got to put this up. I need to keep reading this.
I'd just left school and I was working at Sally Army Playgroup. And
Yeah.
the day that I started, the woman that was in charge had a complete, total nervous breakdown and walked out. So it just left me and this Terry to run the place.
Yeah.
Anyway, we became really good friends. She used to pick me up and we'd go bombing around all these country lanes. And she started this thing called beep and wave. So anybody that we passed, we beeped really hard on all and waved like that. And then they were like left there thinking, who the hell was that? So I decided to do it with my mate a few years back, playing beep and wave quite happily until the lights changed to red and this bloke started approaching car to see who we were. And I'm like, revving car, start looking at lights going, please change, please change. Anyway, it just got to the back of the car as we took off. So I haven't played beep and wave again. Anything could have happened. So that was that. Oh, Jesus.
So I'm going to put this one up. Who did she think he was? Twiggy?
Separate bedroom. Oh, you see, I've never had all that business. Oh, dear. Oh,
These
nice.
are funny. These are funnier than ours.
I know. I'm liking it. I've just put that up.
Chuck, his head fell off. Oh, there's a lad we used to hang about with. Worst liar ever. Apparently, he was in bed one night, his head fell off, but his dad sellotaped it back on.
Fair dues.
And he swore blind it happened.
Oh.
Worst day. Oh, my God. So, I've told Becky about this a few years ago. A long time ago. So, met up in this pub. She was about 3 foot taller than me. I'm 5'9", 5'10". Right? She had black hair, fringe like that. Dead cut straight. Kept coming out with like, do you know a doll's paddle brush? Like off a ceramic doll?
Yeah.
In the pocket. And kept brushing her hair. Like, right, okay. So I said, what? So I said, what's this pub like? Because it's near where she lived. To know what to wear. So I just put jeans, shirt, hoodie. Comfy casual.
Yeah.
She turns around halfway through and goes, you could have got dressed up for it. I'm like, off? I asked you what to wear. You said anything you feel comfortable in.
Yeah.
So, this is it. Then, the fish man comes round and she buys prawns, cockles, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and starts eating them. Right? Before all that, she lifts the leg up on the table. Giant boil the size of my head. Got bit by a spider.
Oh.
And that was like, I want to go home now. That was like in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. I can't say that.
Dropped her off at home, deleted our knowledge of ever meeting her.
Yeah.
Got home, day after. I guess it didn't go that well. Well, you guessed right. It was awful. Yeah, so that was probably the worst one. Sorry. Austin Powers. That's funny.
That's
Could have
embarrassing.
been worse. It could have been the Scottish guy that he does. Could have come dressed as him.
Yeah.
I staged a strange way style protest on my own roof because of the babysitter.
What?
I accidentally smoke bombed the local fire brigade.
Accidentally what on the local fire
Right,
brigade?
smoke bombed. Can I just
Oh,
say
right.
something, Umbra? You all take the mickey out of me, yeah, in a good way. The stuff you do is like 10 times worse than anything I've ever done.
Yeah, there you go, you see. It's all coming out now, isn't it?
He needs to come on. He needs to come on the show.
Definitely. Yeah. I had a strange date when I was at school, like high school. I'd only be about 13. And there were these two twins called Peter and Paul, funnily enough.
Were they birds?
Yeah. And they both wanted to go out with me, like you do when you're kids. But we all sort of like ended up walking down the road with me in the middle, and they both have their arms around me and they're like going, "She's mine, no, she's mine." And this went on for like a quarter of a mile. And by the end, I kind of like ducked down, got out of them. They ended up holding their own arms, and I scooted off home.
Nice.
Wasn't into all that. All a bit weird. Okay.
So after listening, she tried it on but weren't interested. If I give you, have you?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not come up.
If
It's
I
not
give
come
you,
up on screen though.
no, it won't do it, will it? You have to change the words. Oh wait, there.
No,
1 second.
Not come up on mine.
No, it's not coming up.
No.
We'll
It's
keep
the
that to
tits.
ourselves.
It's
Yeah,
the tits that's done it.
you need to change it to breasticles or something.
Breasticles, boobies.
Oh, do you know what? It's nearly 2 hours.
Well, 20 minutes off 2 hours. And we thought we'd only last half an hour.
Oh, I said 2 minutes before there was like 0 people watching.
Yeah. Oh, God. That was fun.
Anything else? Any other questions or anything you want us to talk about?
Oh, I don't think I've ever done that.
What?
Something you blame someone else for.
I did.
No, I can't.
No, I always got caught if I did something.
Yeah, I did. I'm not
I'm rubbish.
smart enough.
I can't lie and I can't run, so
No.
yeah. Oh,
No.
Don't know if you should share this one, but I will. So me and my mate found a lighter and a bin, and
Right.
20 minutes later, fire brigade turned up. The end. And never. We didn't. It wasn't our fault as such. It was more him than me. But
Yeah.
that was back. That was like early 90s. But I think after we'd gone, some other people had gone over and we started doing it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you haven't told us that, Andy. Unless he did it twice.
Did he sharp twice? God, them pants must have been in a bit of a state.
Yeah. Oh, we where I used to work, we'd gone doing a job in Belfast, so we had to get the ferry over.
Yeah.
Was it on the ferry? Yeah, I think it. No, it wasn't on the ferry. When we got back, we had to stay in a hotel. I flushed the toilet. 2 hours later, I could still hear the system filling up. Open the toilet door. It's about 2 inches deep in water.
Oh dear.
Yes. So
That was quite a funny story in our old house. I'd gone to the loo in the middle of the night, flushed it, Oh, went to put the toilet paper down the loo, and my hand just plunged into water, and I'm like, oh my God, puts the light on, and it was level with the top of the toilet.
Yeah.
So anyway, we rang this company up, can you come out and jet this thing? So he came in and he did his usual. I mean, the water had gone down by this point, but every time he flushed it, it came up like it was going to overflow.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, I'm going to have to drill into your stench pipe. I went, all right, okay then. So I made him a cuppa and he's busy getting all his gear together. And so I went, you might want to go inside and shut the door and shut your window. And I'm like, okay. This was outside the kitchen window. I went, okay. So I shut the door and shut the window. And the next minute, it was just like shit city. It was everywhere. It was running down the back streets. Green toilet paper. I'd never bought green toilet paper in my life. I don't know where the hell that had come from. But there was just a river of shit down the back of our street. It was all up my windows, in my window boxes, all up the door.
Nice.
I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, he hosed it all down for me, bless him. But I've never seen anything like it.
Ew.
And I'm going, green toilet paper. I don't even use green toilet paper. Not green. Yeah, green toilet paper.
Yeah.
Don't even use green toilet paper. But it's obviously backed up because we were at the top and it sloped down. I think it somehow backed up near us.
Yeah.
Not nice. We didn't get charged for it either. Don't know how that happened. He was going to send us a bill and we never got one. So that was a freebie. Not the best freebie ever.
No, I'm not really. Like I said, I've always got caught. Like when we set fire to next door shed. but why isn't the chat? It is working. We can see it. I don't know, Andy. I don't work for YouTube. Anyway, so next door is like lived in semi-detached houses, so it wasn't the one attached; it was the one next to it.
Yeah.
So they had the living room window. 2 foot was the shed. Yeah. Corrugated asbestos roof.
Oh yeah.
So we're playing with matches inside. It was only about 7, 8, 9. Well, I had an hole in the top, so we put a piece of wood over it, or so we thought. His mum and dad come out, open the door, like banging on, open the door. We're like covered in soot because of all this. How we didn't die, I don't know. We looked up where the wood was. It was like it was either a chimney or smoke signals.
Oh my God.
Pouring out. I ran off to the field at the back. My mum come and got me, battered me.
Yeah, like
Didn't go out for 10 years.
True story.
True story. Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Never heard of that.
Who?
My dad's mate invented Winston on Boko as a practical joke in the 70s, which ended in local TV outrage. No?
I thought you said interviewed. I can't read tonight.
You can never read, Andy.
Yeah, can you go on both YouTube channels, please, people, and subscribe to the other one as well as this?
Yes.
If you don't mind. Just called The 12th Portal, and it's a picture of a cat. The one that Deborah got, the one that scared Deborah because she thought she had an attachment. Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Oh God. Anyway.
So the house that we burnt the shed down, we used to wind the kid up next door. We used to tell him that the fields at the back were all haunted. And there's a big giant floating eye. Right, I'm only like 7 at this time. It was my idea to get a helium balloon and draw an eye on it, and on string hold it up above his bedroom window while someone else freestones it. Scared the life out of him.
He's probably still in therapy now, you know.
Didn't tell you what I told my son to get him to behave.
Oh,
so
God.
when he was arsing about and that, like if he was sat in a restaurant, I'd put my leg under the table and move his chair. If he was like playing up, and he'd go, "Dad, stop it!" I'm like, "It's not me. It's Wee Willie Winky." Right? I told him that Wee Willie Winky, he doesn't have any. He has arms, but it just goes down to one long pointed finger. Yeah, and when kids are misbehaving, they'll put a finger in his ear and pick the brains out.
Nice.
He doesn't have feet, he has stumps, but he can run as fast as a car on a motorway. Yeah. Even when I bring it up now, he's like, Dad, shut up. I think it's proper messed him up.
I really worry about your brain.
I had to think of something to get into it. It kind of worked. Just a bit psychologically deranged a little bit because of it.
I've just thought of an embarrassing thing that happened the other day. We've gone out on the bike, and as we're coming up to the roundabout to get to the petrol station, police vans coming the other way, lights flashing and everything. So people are pulling over. So the bloke in front of us pulls over.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's not even in our lane. So as I'm going past him, chelping like you do, a few swear words, calling him whatever.
Yeah.
So then we pulled into the garage to fill up, and he pulled opposite. And I'm like, oh, there he is, look. Turns out he's Gaz's cousin's husband. He went, pulled over for you back there. I'm like, yeah, I noticed, yeah, thanks.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny. That's just reminded me. So again, when I was taxiing, I was coming out of Manchester city centre, and there's a Merc in front of me, 2-door coupe.
Yeah.
And it's like, so left lane was for going left, right lane for going straight on. So I'm going straight on. He doesn't go left, it cuts right in front of me. So a few flashes of lights and hand gestures. He puts his foot down, kind of follow him a bit. Like we're both gesturing to each other that I wasn't impressed and he didn't care that I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
As I got like nearer to where he was going, I then realised I recognised the number plate. I then had to change my barber. It was me barber that I'd had for 2 years. Luckily, or I don't think he recognised me, but he never seen me again.
Yeah.
It was like,
I stopped short of the hands gestures. I was just mouthing at him as I went past.
I was hanging out the window. I don't know how reach the pedals.
Giving it all you've got.
Pretty much.
Oh, God. Don't. Oh, Umbraman's remembered the worst date. Right, here we go. Actually, I just remembered the worst date. When I was a kid, like 12, I told my mother I was going to meet a girl. My brother insisted he'd come too, as if that wasn't bad enough. He decided to dress. Come on.
Right, has anyone had a fight with an animal by accident?
No one's poked a badger.
Accidentally, like, had to fight with an animal. Don't mean just go out and start kicking a dog. I don't mean like that. I mean like you've gone somewhere and like, you know what I mean, don't you?
Dressed identically to me, and if that wasn't bad enough, my mum forced me to wear a stupid neo-nuddy monstrosity.
I think you should wear it when you come on.
Yeah. Find that hoodie.
Yes.
Oh dear. Anyway, go on.
Right, come on, Joe. What animals have you had a fight with?
Dogs, probably.
Yes.
Oh, ferret. Yes. It bit
Ferret?
straight through my cheek, and its teeth connected.
Yeah.
And then it hung off my face for 5 minutes.
You don't say it's was it in the 80s?
Well, I know it wasn't. It was in the 2000s. While I was holding its bum to stop it like hanging off my face.
Oh,
and my mate's going, it'll let go in a minute.
I guess it didn't for another 4.
It didn't bleed though.
Come on, Joe. What animal did you fight with? I'm talking like a silverback or a bear or an elephant.
We're living in bloody England, not America.
Have you never been to a zoo?
Well, yeah, but you don't tend to fight animals.
I nearly had to fight a rhino. Just a zoo. So when my eldest was little, so my ex, took a rucksack with us with like baby stuff and food and all that in it. She put it on the wall. Yeah. I went to take a photo. She went to get the bag and pushed it in. It dropped about 12 foot.
Oh, no.
How are you going to get that? I mean, I could lower you down. I'll lower you down with your legs so you grab it. Oh,
Dangle.
you better hope I'm quicker than what he is. Don't be so stupid. Oh, worth a try. I had to finally get. Luckily, there's a gamekeeper to pens to whatever
Is he a
down.
keeper?
Don't
Not
know.
a gamekeeper.
He was a bag fetcher by the end of it. So they had to get the rhino, two of them, put it inside. Well, he come out, got the bag, come back out, and then let the rhino back out.
But the rhino was well impressed.
You're like, what's going on? Yeah. It'd have been better if it fell onto its horn. That'd have been wicked. That'd have been a story.
Yeah.
I might just
Retrieve
forget.
that, Mr. Zookeeper.
The bag fell off the wall and landed on the rhino's horn. And they was there for about 12 hours while they chased around trying to get it off. The end.
That would have been funny.
You can have that one for free.
Oh my God.
My dog bit a bum. Uncle forced me to ride a massive pig when I was about 4.
We've got some weird folk.
Umbra, can I just ask, do you live in a book?
How do you take psychedelics?
A book of nonsense. They're so funny.
Oh dear. Honestly, tonight has been such a laugh.
It has.
Makes a change.
I know. Because this is why I wanted to do this. Because we start telling something on paranormal, and it triggers something about something funny that's happened.
Yeah.
It's like, I really want to tell it, but I can't do it.
Yeah, you can't go there.
And it's like, Well, I know there's a lot of people that aren't watching it now because it's probably not their thing.
Yeah.
But it was, if you check the title of this, it's Code to the Unknown Chat with Outland Strickler.
Yeah. So we did tell you, if you noticed.
Yes. We just, not verbally. So we got you in the room and then you all left before we could lock it.
We conned you.
Yeah. Oh,
dearie me.
my brother and his mate locked me in a cardboard box at the end of my path, cut 2 holes in so I could scare the bully kids that live on the estate.
Fair
and
enough.
then they ran off.
All right.
So it was a big box. Well, it weren't that big. I was only 5. So I was probably about that big then. And so front of the house, I had front garden fence and a gate on the path. Cut 2 holes in. Used a bike lock to put through this cardboard. Thinking about it.
Yeah, that would work.
Even at 5, I could have ripped an hole in a bit of cardboard to get out.
Yeah.
They ran off and left me. Then I thought, what if they come over and start kicking it, whether they know I'm inside it or not? Started screaming to get out.
Which gave the game away, obviously.
Yes. The lad who lived at the end of my street once did a poo in the grid and tried blaming it on a dog, even though I seen him do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Very strange.
Very strange indeed.
Very. I'm trying to think. There are funny ones. I know a guy, can't say his name.
He'll know who he is.
When I taxiing again, he you remember them fat braking tablets?
Oh God.
And they'd separate the fat from the oil. Well, he was walking through Costco. Was it Adios or something they were called?
Olistat.
No, Adios.
No. Oh, they did do it, but Olistat was the one that you got from the
Well,
doctor.
these ones that you could buy from anywhere at the time. So he's walking through and he goes in a pair of shorts and he farted. And it wasn't until his missus told him that he had curry-like substance dripping down the back of both his legs.
Oh, no.
Well, scuttling quickly to the toilet, which is right over, you know how big Costco is?
Yeah, they're always by the tills.
From one end to the other.
No. Yeah, that stuff, there was no I never took it, but there was absolutely no control over what you were doing when you were on that stuff because it just used to leak out of you, apparently. My mate had stopped taking it.
Yeah, so when he said that, I thought, I'm never taking it because I'm not taking that chance.
No,
definitely not. I'd probably accidentally set it on fire and trip over a gold egg laying goose while trying to escape.
It'd be fun, though.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Oh, quick question. going off topic a little bit, why are most nursery rhymes quite creepy?
I don't know really, but they are.
Ring a Ring a Roses, The Black Death.
Yep.
Rockabye Baby. Oh, look, your baby's going to fall out the tree.
The tree, yeah.
It's a bit windy.
Well, you've only to look at fairy
Mary,
tales.
Mary.
Ansel and Gretel.
Who's the one with the spider? Sat down beside her.
Little
Yeah.
Miss Muffet.
Yeah, just things like that. Creepy.
Yeah, but fairy tales are out. The Little Red Riding Hood. That's a dog man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oranges and lemons.
talking dog that likes to dress up
Yep.
as an old lady.
Yes. Cross-dressing dog man.
Joe, do you know him? Sorry. Oh, sorry, Joe. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, Pinocchio, child abuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all going on.
Yeah. There's loads of it.
Yeah.
Cinderella, that was child abuse.
Yeah. Well, it was housekeeper.
Not real.
Kind of thing, yeah. Not good stories.
No.
Dumbo the elephant neglects, you see. She's right. Bambi, mother gets killed.
Yeah.
I can't watch Bambi. Can't watch Dumbo.
I don't think you've ever seen it. Oh, like Dumbo's good.
No, not watched any of them.
Watch the new one. Don't bother. You're going to watch any? Watch the original.
I'm going to see Top Gun soon.
Yeah. Might watch that tonight.
What, the old one?
No, the new one.
How are you doing that?
Fire stick.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
Apparently, it's a better experience seeing it on a big screen.
Of course it is, because you got to pay.
Well, there is that as well, yeah. But the recline, I can recline.
Yes. Do you know what?
Popcorn.
Guess what, guys?
It's 2 hours.
And 49 seconds. It has been good tonight. I know I got stumped a few times. But
we'll have a moan about things next time.
Yeah.
I've got loads to moan about.
Things that do your head in.
Yeah. For example,
coming on air on a Friday night and your guest not being on is one.
Yeah, me and my wonky light.
Yeah.
Don't move. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in.
Even
though we didn't have one.
I know. We did it different, but it's more of a test just to see how it goes and if you guys enjoy it.
Chillax.
I hope you have done. I know it wasn't in double figures, the viewing, but I'm glad you guys did stay on and join in. And
thank you.
Umbra's book of weird, strange
happenings,
real life goings on,
encounters.
Yes. So next time, I'm going to put a poll up on the 12th Portal channel, asking what you want us to talk about. So, yeah.
And if anybody's coming to Sherwood Forest tomorrow, we'll see you there.
Don't tell. You can't. Joe doesn't like it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be doing some shopping, probably.
Yeah. Just firing some arrows.
Bit of dusting.
Yeah.
Running around in my Maid Marian outfit.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. I was going to do.
Thank you, Eddie Izzard.
It's all right. Anytime. So thanks, everyone. I know it's been completely different to what we normally do, but it's just we need to try it at peak times, I think.
Yeah. Thank you for all the questions.
Yes, and thank you for sharing your nonsense with us as well.
Yes, we've had a laugh.
Joe, you could leave your leg at home.
Yeah, just prop it up in a corner.
You'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
Give it one of the dogs to chew on. Sorry. I've got a stupid mood now.
Really?
No. Sorry, not sorry. I
thought
it was funny anyway. Yeah, so massive thank you. Next week, who's on?
Earl Grey.
Who's on the week after?
The week after is that...
That'll be guy.
Yeah, lovely fella.
North American Dogman
Jodie
Project.
Cook.
Week after.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't gone that far.
Oh, the 8th of July, we don't have one because I'm on my Ollie Jollies.
Jolly Bobs. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can
Yes.
only apologise in advance for Andy's frolics.
I said that, Joe.
Yes. Is that what you call them?
What? Frolicking? What?
Frolics.
Frolics,
Not
yeah.
wrong with my frolics.
Frolicking in the trees. I'll be sat stuffing my face.
I'm going to lie down, I think. Do a bit of sun tanning.
Yeah. It's going to be windy, tell you that.
I bet it. Well, have you had beans?
It's going to be, yeah. No, but I might after this. It's going to be dry, but it's going to be windy.
I've had cheesy beans on toast tonight.
Smashing. I love cheesy beans.
It's going to be very windy.
Smashing. I'm glad we're outside. I won't be letting you in the car.
Green tights. No. I'm going to put Becky's leggings on.
No, just paint your legs green. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Debs could do what without me?
Fart, probably.
I can't. I think there's some text missing on this because
There is.
a lot of this isn't making any sense.
No, I need to go. I need food.
Yes. Well, that's what I was trying to say, Umbra. There's nothing wrong with my frolics.
Yeah.
Have you seen them lately?
Keep your frolics to yourself.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for coming on.
Oh, the
I'm going
show.
to go because I'm up at stupid o'clock, then I've got to drive stupid amount of miles.
It's not that stupid amount of miles.
It's more miles than I normally do.
Yeah.
Why is your wheat spot a load of colourful sausages on?
I don't know, but they're all right. I like them.
Red,
Are they
blue,
all-
orange, green, yellow, red.
Are they all wiggly worms?
Don't know.
Right, we're off.
Yes, we're going.
Thank you,
So
everybody. Have a brilliant
thank you.
weekend.
We'll see you on
Friday.
next Friday. We're not
Yes.
doing Wednesday because we've covered it today. So we're going to go. I'm going to start one intro and then finish with the next. So
That's a good place
outro.
for me.
Yeah. So thank you. See some of you tomorrow. If not, we'll be putting some of the photos on the YouTube channel and the rest will be... Wow.
Yeah.
Did you not know? I thought it was common knowledge.
Even
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
We're putting some of the photos on Facebook, but all of them are going to be on the, not YouTube channel, on the website.
Yes.
So they'll be there soon. So have an amazing weekend, everyone, and see you next Friday.
See you
Take
next
care
Friday.
and
Bye.
good night.
Over and out.
2,000 years later.